Where am I? Last thing I remember is time machine. How you know who I am?
You're the famous Leonardo da Vinci, correct?
Yes, that is my name.
Well, you were an artist of the Renaissance time, and you were also known as a Renaissance man.
Why am I here?
You're here because I brought you here. One specific reason was to discuss with you about the growing gap between the rich and the poor.
Why should I trust you?
Would you rather stay here?
Sure. What are these?
Those are cars. They help people travel faster, but that's not the discussion right now. Are you hungry?
Okay.
Let's grab a bite.
Here you
So
go,
Leonardo.
Steve Jobs.
Excellent. I can't imagine how unfair this is for the majority of the people on this planet. I have to record what has happened so far.
What is that you're holding?
This is an iPhone, one of the inventions that has secured my wealth for my future generations.
Well, you must be a very wealthy person then, with all your inventions.
Well, yes, I own one of the most wealthiest companies on the planet. It's a bit scary for the people who are in the 1%, but my future generation will probably be living it.
That must be very good for you then, because I hear so many stories of the struggles of the poor in today's societies.
It's true, because there are many massive differences in the lives of the high class, the middle class, and the poor class. In America alone, the gap of the rich and the poor are changing dramatically due to our poor economic state as a country.
Really? Have you done anything to fix this problem?
Far too large for a single person to fix. Perhaps some people must even boycott services to avoid this future in which corporations own.
You own one of the wealthiest companies in the world. I'm sure you and your company can have some kind of influence on the economy.
What are you trying to say?
You probably own more money than your country's government. For a future like that, it doesn't happen overnight, but slowly and surely.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but to be honest, I've never been a fan of donating anything, and I would rather not get involved with any of this if I hadn't seen what I've already come to see. I must try to help out somehow, for this is not the future I want my future generations.
I'm sure if you do, you can make a huge difference and potentially save your country.
Fine, I'll consider helping by giving at least 5% of all my income from my iDevices and give it to charity. It might not do much, but at least it's helping, right?
Right. I'm glad you're helping, because I've always had a soft spot for the poor since I was raised by my poor mother.
To a lower middle class family. Not trying to boast, but I started in my parents' garage along with my friend Steve Wozniak. I sold my minivan while he sold his calculator, and that's how we began to having this multi-billion-dollar company.
I see. You really are a bright one, Steve. You're thinking about something. What is that?
I just realized that the poor get poorer as the rich get richer. Perhaps I should donate an amount of cash towards improving education facilities for a better future. Depending on the sales, of course. This will motivate the students who really want to rise up out there, like I did.
The education will hopefully give hope to this country and give a chance for the gap between the rich and the poor to decrease.
Well, enough about me. What are some of your ideas?
Country. I'm willing to help, and I've already had some basic plans.
What would that be?
Well, I could create art fundraisers. The greatest artists in the world and create an art fundraiser and give the money to charity.
Interesting idea. Anything?
More ideas. I could create cheap or free art, science, and technology classes, teaching the lower class about these things, hopefully brightening up their future. I could also create useful tools that the poor can't afford, and hopefully it'll make their life more convenient.
I doubt you could do all that. Do you even know anything about science or technology?
Oh please, don't doubt. I have great invention ideas already.
We can plan this out later, and I will start writing a speech in which I will inform many people in my time that hard work really does pay off. Also, starting now every September, which is the month in which we release new products, I will give a select amount of knack books to the poor. In fact, I'll even help out with the debt of the country to give everything a boost, so we can at least slow down the transition to that horrible future. The technology we use today, that way your work would be easier and it would be more efficient and convenient for the customer.
Thank you, Steve. By doing this, I really believe that we're making a difference in this world.
Leonardo, that just gave me another idea. After I die, 25% of my wealth will go distributed towards the poor, welfare, and homeless, childless, and charity to assist those who need help. That will mark my footprint on this world.
Fantastic. We'll look for a place more private than this, or we could be in danger.